Hey guys, welcome to the Anna Kate Fitness Shred program. Here we have a pre-recorded call for you to go over how this program works. If you are new to these programs, we encourage you to hop on one of our live Q&A calls that we offer for you guys. Depending on the program that you're in, those dates will vary, but we always offer 2 live Q&A sessions after you watch this pre-recorded video for you to hop on with us to answer any questions that you have. So here we go. We're going to introduce the team. So I'm Anna Kate Tillison, owner, founder of Anna Kate Fitness and of the Shred programs. I have my NASM CPT certification, Precision Nutrition 1 nutritionist certification, and I've been doing this for over 9 years now.
Hi, everyone. My name is Becky Garcia. I am a registered dietitian based in New York. I've been a registered dietitian since June of 2015, and I've been working with Anna Kate Fitness since August of 2019. I'm also licensed in Kansas.
Hello, my name is Sonia, and I was formerly a client of Anna Kate Fitness, and I have been coaching with Anna Kate Fitness for about the last 2 years.
And I'm Sally, also started my journey with Anna Kate Fitness as a client and have moved into a fitness coach as well as nutrition coach and do some of the social media for the team.
And we're awesome coaches going to be guiding you through this whole process. The whole point of this program is to be able to coach you through it, not just give you a plan. So you'll be doing weekly check-ins with one of us coaches throughout the whole thing for nutrition and if you added on workouts, and we're here to guide you along the whole 12 weeks. So to get prepared, setting up your apps. We have an AK Fitness app now. It's available in the Apple Store in the App Store for Apple and Android, or there's a website version if you want to do it on your laptop as well. But you will need this app to get your nutrition plan and do your weekly check-ins. So this app is called AKF or AK Fit in the App Store. And we have lots of things in this app that are available to you as well, such as resources and a meal plan generator. This is a new feature for our app. So we give you custom macros, but we also have the ability now to do custom meal plans in the app. You can create these meal plans to what you want it to be based off of your preferences. So if you have any food allergies, dislikes, how many meals you want per day, you put that into the meal plan generator and it spits out a meal plan for you based off of your custom macros. We also do our weekly check-ins in this app. So we have a check-in form there. Let's go to the next slide here. Oh, this is about MyFitnessPal. So we'll also need one more app right now called MyFitnessPal. Most people have utilized this app before. If you are new and you've never utilized MyFitnessPal, make sure you get on a live Q&A call so we can go into this app a little bit more in depth. But this is where you will be tracking the food that you are eating so that we know how to coach you through this whole process. We want you to add your coach in MyFitnessPal. So your coach will be assigned to you on the Anna Kate Fitness app. It'll either say Anna Kate, Becky, Sonia, or Sally. So make sure that one of these usernames you have added into your MyFitnessPal account so that we can help you and look at your food diary. In order for us to see your food diary, you'll go to settings, sharing and privacy, diary sharing, set to public or friends only, and then we'll be able to view your food diary. It can help coach you even further through this process. If you are a workout client, you will also need an app called Trainerize. We will go through that at the end of this. So if you're just doing nutrition, you just need to watch this first part of the video. Our check-in process is going to be on the Anna Kate Fitness app. So you don't need to do a check-in if you're doing the workouts. This is just for nutrition. Your check-in day will be listed at the top of your app. So it might say Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whichever day your coach assigns for you. Make sure you check in by 3 p.m. Central Standard Time each day so that you can get feedback that same day. The check-in form is just on the left side. It says check-in. You'll answer all the questions on there. It'll ask for your fasted weight, your measurements, your photos, and a bunch of other questions, including what your macros were for that day. When you do your check-in photos, we don't want any selfies in the mirror or anything like that. Set up your front-facing camera on record, do a front-facing photo, side, back, and then just screenshot. That's the easiest way to do it. Make sure your lighting is good. Make sure your outfit is going to be able to show the progress that we have made, something that you're comfortable in. We don't share these photos unless you give us permission to do so, okay? Check-in responses will be the same day or within 24 hours at the latest. So this is going to be a weekly thing for us. If you aren't doing your check-ins, we don't know how to coach you. So this part is very, very important. And then we'll go into macros one-on-one because the word macro, if you don't know about it, we're going to give you just a brief lesson on nutrition that Becky, our dietitian, is going to go over with us.
Thanks, Anna Kate. So getting into really the nutrition portion of this, if you have never tracked macros before, that is okay. So this is a little introduction, especially for people who are maybe newer. So A lot of people ask me what's the difference between tracking macros versus tracking calories. And tracking your macros are a little bit more specific than tracking just your calories. And we know from research that manipulating your macros into certain proportions or amounts can be beneficial for physique-related outcomes. So depending on what your goal is, your coach will set your macro goal for you. So what are the macros? Macros are the calorie-containing nutrients. For carbs, 1 gram is 4 calories, 1 gram of protein is also 4 calories, and 1 gram of fat is 9 calories. There is no math involved, so you don't have to worry about this, but this is just for you to really know and understand what kind of makes up the macros and how that contributes to your total calories. So like Anna-Kate said, we will be tracking on MyFitnessPal, which is a tool for you to track your macros. And we really like a flexible dieting approach. So, or I guess I should say macro tracking is also termed flexible dieting. And really the premise behind that is that you can eat anything you want as long as it fits into your daily macro allotment. Of course, as dietitians and nutrition specialists, we don't want you just filling up on, those macro-friendly foods or just protein bars, things like that. We do really encourage a 80-20 approach where about 80% of the time you are filling your macros with whole foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, beans, nuts, seeds, etc. And then the 20% of the time can be more of those quote unquote fun foods, as we like to call them, or maybe more so of those processed types of foods. And then we can move into Sonia with tips for being successful.
Thank you, Becky. So Becky is a wealth of knowledge when it comes to macro tracking. So we do lean on her quite a bit as a team to make sure that all of you are on the right path. But some of the tips that we have for being successful with your shred, definitely planning ahead, knowing what your weekly plan is going to look like. You can also plan around like maybe outings or activities that you have when you're looking ahead for the week and getting your meal plan ready for the week. Weighing and measuring everything. So everything that you put into your mouth, you want to weigh or measure. This includes any oils that you might cook with, sauces that you might put on your food. All of that equals your macros. So if you get on the live Q&A, we'll also talk to you about tips about weighing out your food. We can answer specific questions for you, give you tips and tricks for weighing and measuring food when you're cooking in bulk, maybe for your family, kind of taking the stress out of those things. We say kind of keep it simple. Simple foods equals simple tracking. One of the things that all of us coaches encourage you to do when you first start is to go ahead and just start by meal planning, maybe doing your breakfast the same for 7 days in a row. And then you can be flexible with your lunch and with your dinner. Or if you're comfortable eating the same thing over and over again, do breakfast and lunch the same. So you only have to really, really think about how are you going to fit your dinner and your snacks into your meal plan. So that's one simple way of tracking simple foods. And just really keeping them very, very basic, especially in the beginning, so that it's not so overwhelming. Using that consistency, eating the same meals over and over, finding what you like and making it work for your lifestyle is really important. Eating foods that you enjoy. So for me, I personally don't enjoy peppers, so that's probably not something I'm going to put into my meal plan, but I do enjoy eating chicken. I like eating chicken with different types of sauces to kind of mix it up. So just making sure that you do enjoy the foods that you're eating so that you can stay consistent. You can go ahead and when you're tracking in your MyFitnessPal, you're going to want to make sure if you can scan it, you can, that's a really easy way to track. Or if you can't scan it, try to find the closest thing that you can find by searching for it, but also make sure that when you're searching that you're using the brand, because brands can vary by serving sizes and things of that nature. So looking for that food and making sure that you're consistent with that in your MyFitnessPal. When you first start out, it does take a little bit of time to kind of build your FitnessPal, like your food library. But once you've built that food library up, you can just use that library over and over again. You can track food. When you track food, whenever you weigh your food out, just make sure that you're being consistent with it. When you're tracking your food, that you're saying that if you're going to weigh it once it's cooked, that you indicate that it is a cooked weight whenever you're measuring your food out. And we'll go more into that in the Q&A about specifically how to measure out your food. It is a very important key component of being successful. And then finally, communicate with your coach. Make sure that you're communicating with us on a regular basis. We do your check-ins once a week, but we are available to answer questions throughout the week. It's not the only time that we want you communicating with us. If for some reason you are struggling with getting your macros in for the day and you just need some extra encouragement about what types of food that you can cap your macros off with, that's what we're here for. We really want to be available to you to be able to help you feel comfortable about the process, because it can be overwhelming. But once you kind of get it down, it does make it quite a bit easier to track your food. And then I'm going to turn it over to Sally. Sally has been a very successful client, and she also owns a company called Macro Academy for meal prepping. So she's definitely the best one to talk about these types of tips for being successful in the shred.
Well, thank you so much, Sonia, for that nice introduction. I will piggyback off of all the advice you've already given. Utilizing your coach more than just once a week is definitely going to make you be more successful, but also utilize the community and our whole team for support, especially if you're an in-person client. If that's a possibility, it's really nice to be around our community, but reach out anytime. I will say, as a former client, like we mentioned, as well as now coaching people, from my perspective as a client, I got more out of the program when I spoke to my coach, which was Anna Kate at the time, more frequently than just the once a week check-ins. So now as a coach, I will also say that my clients who are seeing greater success and really just rocking the program are the ones who do speak to us a little bit more frequently. So definitely just don't be afraid. That's what we're here for. And then moving on to meal prep, like Sonia said, I do also have a meal prep company. So I cook macro focused meals that help you be successful on this exact type of program. Not necessary to buy any of those meals, but I do know quite a bit about the process. And in addition to just planning ahead, thinking about your activities that you're doing through the week, utilizing the AI meal generator that we do have in our app now, use a company. Maybe if you don't have time to cook, there's Lean Kitchen. There are a couple other options wherever you might live. If time is a constraint and you want to be successful, definitely utilize something like a meal prep company, right? But also just keep everything simple, especially when you're first starting out. If you are cooking at home and maybe that's not your forte and not your favorite thing to do, make a big tray of chicken all at once and separate it out. Make a big thing of your favorite grain or vegetable, and just separate it out and utilize the app to help you figure out what your portions might be. As a meal prep company owner, I will say I can cook 110 meals in one afternoon. Yes, I have a little bit of more experience and I'm pretty streamlined, but just to give you an idea, to meal prep and be successful, you don't have to take 7 days a week and totally only think about your food and not live the rest of your life. So make it easy on yourself, right? And then last but not least, just have patience with the process and your body and yourself and your coach, and just know that if you're doing the work, the results will come, but your body is going to manipulate how and when that works, depending on how you're working with it. So just be patient and enjoy the process along the way. Revel in the fact that you get to work out and you get to choose your food. That's a privilege more than a daunting task or a chore that you have to do. So enjoy it along the way.
Thank you, Sally. So now this is the end of the nutrition portion of this PowerPoint. Again, if you are new, we really encourage you to get on one of our nutrition live Q&A sessions with our coaches. That will be in the first email when you start the shred. If you did the workout add-on, stick around for the rest of this video because we'll show you how the Trainerize app works and how to complete the workouts for this program. Thank you all. We'll see you on the live Q&A. Good luck.
All right, now we are moving on to the workout portion of this program. So if you did not sign up for the workout add-on, you do not need to continue watching. If you signed up for the workout add-on, continue watching and listening so you know how to use our workout app here. It's called Trainerize. Your coach assigned to you will send you an email inviting you to the Trainerize app. It'll guide you through specific steps to get you signed up for your account, and we'll have you sign a waiver that you should be able to do on your phone to email back to us. This is what the app will look like once you get logged in. There's going to be instructions from your coach. If you click that kettlebell icon at the very bottom, it's highlighted in blue right now. This is where you'll be able to view your workouts. This is the most important part to the Trainerize app. You can add stats into your profile if you want here. Let me show you what that looks like. So right here on that main little rocket ship page, you can add your sleep goal, you can add your body weight, your body fat, your photos, your caloric intake goal, all these other stats here if you want. You don't necessarily need to, but also on this page is kind of nice. It'll have your achievements. It'll have max lifts, things that you've done, your heaviest lift, max reps, max volume. It keeps track of all of that as we go through this program, which is nice. But let's go back to that kettlebell icon here. So your coach will have listed instructions for you. Depending on your coach, they might be slightly different, but overall, for this Shred workout add-on, you're going to have 5 workouts to get done, which means that you have 2 rest days each week. You can take the rest days whenever you want, but go in order of days. So the days will be listed day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. For these workouts, your goal is progressive overload, which means to progress on your lifts. It doesn't necessarily mean to add weight each week, though that is the goal, to add weight, add more reps, make the form look better, make sure that your mind-muscle connection is better, make sure you're feeling it better, slow down the lift. We never want to speed lift, so we want to take our time on these so we can feel the muscles working properly. So once you're ready to start and once you've read through all of that from your coach, you'll click your first workout. It'll tell you the equipment that's needed: barbell, body weight, Bosu ball, cable machine, dumbbell, and then you can click Start Now. Okay, so it'll tell you barbell overhead press 3 sets of 8. So the goal is 8 reps. So after you complete your first set, let's hopefully make sure that you did 8 reps. Make sure you're completing your amount of reps that is given to you. And then here we're going to enter the weight that you did. Start with a weight that you can safely do for the amount of reps that's listed. So let's say that's 45 pounds. You'll continue that through. Once you complete each exercise, you can use this rest timer over here to the right. It'll give you about a minute or a minute and a half rest, depending on what you're doing. You don't have to use it, but it is a nice feature. And then continue working through here, scrolling down. Do that for everything. And then at the very bottom here, it'll say save. I'm not going to actually save it because this is my client's account. But that's important to do. And then once you save it here on the calendar here at the bottom, it'll pop up with a blue check mark that you did your workout. Okay. You can add comments in here. You can rate it as how hard it is, how difficult it is for you. You can also leave comments on every single exercise, and it keeps track of everything that you do here so that it tells you next week what you're going to be wanting to lift. There is a messaging platform in this app as well, so make sure that you are communicating with your coach if something feels off, if you have any pain, if you don't have something at your gym, if you're struggling with something or needing help at all. Make sure you message your coach in the platform here, or if you just want to tell your coach that your workouts are no joke, that's also a good spot to do that. Okay. If your coach wants form checks on anything, so for example, while you're doing your hip thrust, maybe your coach wants a form check on that. Just record yourself and then you can text it or message through the platform here to your coach to make sure that you're doing it correctly. So that's the gist of the workout program here. Again, the most important part is going to be this kettlebell icon, just going through the workouts. There are no set check-ins for this, just with your nutrition. So make sure that you're communicating with your coach via this messaging platform if you have any questions about the workouts.